Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Hyliion stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our invest journey together. So today we're going to be talking about Hyliion. And if you guys don't know what Hyliion actually does, it's another upcoming EV company. But this one happens to be a little bit different. So their market is large battery-powered semi-trucks, right? The big 18-wheelers. But the thing is, Hyliion actually doesn't produce its own trucks. They produce electrified powertrains for large semi-trucks, which is, in my opinion, going to be a huge market, right? And it makes people wonder, is Hyliion a good buy at $24.15? Is this stock going to be going anywhere? Well, if we take a look at the 5-year chart, guys, this thing IPO'd April 22nd of 2020. So earlier this year, it's a fairly new company. This company actually was known as Tortoise Acquisition. It was a blank check company, and then they did a merger with Hyliion, causing the stock to rally fairly high, and then ever since then it's kind of been on a steady decrease ever since. As you guys take a look at the 3-month chart, it is down 37%, and even the 1-month chart, though, looking pretty good. It is up 20%. Now, for me, I think Hyliion is actually a good buy. Now, everything I say in my videos, guys, is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason why I think Hyliion is actually a good buy is because the company in itself has a very compelling story, and the idea and the business market they're tackling is very, very good. And so what do I mean by that? Guys, as you guys have seen recently, right, the whole EV market in itself has been blowing up like crazy, starting to mature with a lot more demand. As you guys have known, there's been a lot of companies out there that are starting to IPO, upcoming new EV companies. Now, the thing is with Hyliion, though, their main focus is large battery power semi-trucks. Now, why is that market so important? Because the thing is, guys, that market is going to be a huge market. As you guys know, you have Nikola Motors, you have Tesla also working on large battery-powered semi-trucks. Why? Because it's going to be a huge market, guys. Imagine the amount of money that's going to surplus into that market once they have these big semi-trucks on the road. If you guys are driving from your day-to-day lives, guys, you see that there's these large semi-trucks everywhere. So Hyliion has a place in the market. I think it's a very good business idea, and I think Hyliion still has a lot of room to grow. I do think Hyliion stock is a buy at $24.15, and I do actually think the stock is currently undervalued for what it's sitting at, guys. For me, if you can get the stock around $20, guys, I think it is worth it. Right now, it's sitting at $24.15. I think people should take the opportunity and buy the stock. Now, do I see any short-term huge gains for Hyliion stock? No, I actually don't. But guys, I'm being very patient on Hyliion stock because I know that the market that they're entering and the amount of growth that Hyliion is going to be able to sustain over the next couple of years is actually going to be huge on the stock, guys. You guys have to be super, super patient when it comes to investing, but more importantly, you guys have to be looking at the long-term scenario when it comes to Hyliion stock. It's a big company with a great business idea, guys. And like I said, Hyliion stock is only going to grow from here. I could see Hyliion stock actually being a $75 to $100 stock in the next couple of years. Like I said, with the maturity of the EV market, no one has even produced a large battery-powered semi-truck yet. And like I said, guys, companies are going to be eating up these like crazy. So many people are going to be wanting to start contracts with these big-time EV, large battery-powered truck companies. Why? Because not only does it save them a lot of money on gas and maintenance costs, but guys, you have to understand too that overall it's going to make the driving so much easier once they start going towards the self-driving chips and stuff like that, guys. Soon enough, you may not need to pay truck drivers anymore, guys. These trucks may be able to deliver everything on their own. Obviously, that's a long time away, but guys, I do think Hyliion stock is worth the investment, right? This company has so much more upward potential that I think people are not really giving it credit for. Even a lot of bullish analysts are saying, Hyliion stock is a good buy, but guys, you have to give it time. Give it time for the company to develop, and give it time for the company to actually get itself going. And the cool thing about Hyliion stock, not only does it make electrified powertrains, but guys, it also is able to turn gas-powered cars into electric cars, which is also going to be absolutely humongous. Like I said, guys, this thing is a big market. It's a company that's tackling what could possibly be a multi-billion-dollar industry. I know Hyliion stock has not been doing that well. Much news has not came much about it ever since its merger back in October. But guys, I do think Hyliion is worth the investment. I think people should take the time to buy Hyliion stock. Guys, Hyliion is still super cheap. As you guys know, this thing was once trading at around $55 a share. And like I said, it has not been doing well since. And I know people are reluctant to invest in Hyliion right now because the company doesn't really have anything going for it at the current moment. Maybe a lot of people did get burned by the company because they bought it super high, and now it's currently sitting about half its value. But guys, taking a look at the long-term perspective, exclude anything that's going on in the current moment, you already have the EV market that's blowing up like crazy. The demand is starting to surge more than ever, right? And like I said, there's not many companies out there that are tackling the large battery-powered semi-truck industry. Hyliion being in that specific niche, guys, that's going to be a billion-dollar industry one day, automatically, to me, makes Hyliion worth the investment. But like I said, people are looking for these EV companies to take us into the next decade, being able to produce and take on the future as far as what battery power can actually do, guys. You know, if you see so many companies out there, guys, you know, they're starting to IPO. You have all these big time EV companies that are starting to IPO, you know, commercial vehicles and luxury cars and trains and buses. Guys, there's so much you can do with battery power, but I'm telling you guys right now that battery powered trucks is going to be a huge market, and I do think Hyliion is going to have a place in that market, and I do actually think Hyliion is going to be a top EV company. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Hyliion stock. Do you think Hyliion stock is worth the investment at $24.15? If you guys are invested in Hyliion stock, what's your average and how many shares do you guys own? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.